Well, the Times Network is coming from the FII Summit, which is the Future Investment Initiative, and we are really, we came with a lot of curious questions, but we are going back with a lot of knowledge and insights. And one big insight which I really want to ideate and discuss are these two fine gentlemen who are joining us on this very special show, Pankaj Gupta and of course, Mohammed Alhassan. Gentlemen, so nice to have you both. Pankaj, you got beginnings from India, so we'll talk about Mumbai ka vada pav and pav bhaji,
sure.
But so nice to meet you. Mahmood, we are really loving the hospitality which this region has to offer. So, it's just my first time in Riyadh, first time in this area, so loving it here.
You're most welcome.
I'll start with a brief introduction, and if I could encourage you to tell a bit about your firm to our viewers. What do you do and how do you invest?
Sure. Thank you very much, Nikunj, for having us. It's very special for us that to be part of our Indian network. So thank you. Mohammed and I represent GII. We co-founded this business 10 years back. God has been very kind. We are a Sharia compliant asset managers. So one thing which I would like to say from this forum or from this platform, 95% of the businesses can be invested in from Sharia way. It's a great way of investing. The fact that GII manages today almost $5 billion, let's say anywhere between $4.5 to $5 billion over 10 years, is a great evidence of it. Three verticals we invest: real estate, private equity, and private credit. The geographies we invest: US, UK, West Europe, GCC, and India in private equity.
Why is India coming last?
Well,
you should have started with India, US, and then Europe.
Good question. So I would say India is last but not the least.
Your partner is nudging you. Come to India.
No, it's last but not the least.
Okay.
It's a big statement of confidence in us. We strongly believe in India growth story. We are highly committed to India, and in coming times you will see GII expanding its investment and network in India.
So I think first I would like to say Happy Diwali.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. I think India is very close to GII. I think it's not supposed to be in sequence. It's just that the investors' appetite and understanding of the markets, it took them time, and maybe because we were a startup. So in order for us to basically present for them new products or new geographies, we need to educate the investors and tell them more about the economy, about the verticals, where to invest, how to invest, and plus we have a track record now. So after presenting in different markets and basically penetrating different verticals, then we provided India, and I think today India, as every firm is looking at, it's one of their top priorities. And we see Saudi and GCC as a region, they have very close ties. I think it's all time. And then we see the inflow and outflow from both countries in GCC is huge. And I think today, because of the great leadership from both countries and including all of the GCC countries, I think we will have more opportunity to invest into India and different sectors.
What we've seen in last couple of years is that a lot of sovereign wealth from the GCC countries is coming to India. Do you see now firms like Gulf Islamic Investments or GII, more and more boutique firms now could be looking at investing in smaller companies also? Yeah,
so I think in the region it's a bit different. Once the sovereign wealth fund goes to these countries, then the rest will follow. And this is a good indication. For us, we were looking at India since 2014, since we started, but we wanted to study the market very well, the structure, the taxation regime, and the appetite of our investors, which we are, mainly, basically held by. But now I believe that after the sovereigns investing, I think since 2020 we have invested almost close to $250 million, and in different sectors in India. So I think we can proudly say that we are one of the, let's say, maybe top 10 as well, if not top 5, at least from GCC. Alternative investment company, which we provided a Sharia compliant structure, which is different. And we are now a window for these kind of investors to participate in India, because today, like GCC, today if you're an Indian investor, to invest into Saudi, you want to have your local partner there or local asset manager to have your own, let's say, comfort, because you don't want to take the risk alone. So they look at us at this way, that we are their window to invest into India.
Pankaj, the India romance for the longest time was consumers and IT, and a lot of banks. Do you see that changing? Do you see the way you invest now versus the way you invested could be different?
Certainly. So I think that landscape has broadened big time. Now people are not only looking at it as a typical service providers. We feel like on technology side and deep tech, like space tech. In the region, people are talking that they should collaborate with India. People are talking on AI, people are talking on machine learning, and very recently, government of Abu Dhabi and the region participated in the AI conference. In addition to this, manufacturing. The region is looking, and I'll tell you a very basic point, that the price point which India offers, if you are viable in India, you can be viable in multiple countries and multiple regions. And please understand, it's a very small percentage of the world economy which has a high price point. Most of the world needs a very efficient and competitive price point. So I think India is offering that. We are in discussion with multiple opportunities to bring manufacturing to India and manufacturing along with India to this region. So very recently we have invested in a shoe business in India. We are super excited about
it. What are your current India investments?
So our current Indian investment, number one is Ncube Ethical. We are invested in Bombay Shaving. We are invested in Pari, which is Sood. We are invested in One India Family Mart. We have invested in Yoho. So these we are invested in Sood. And we are invested in Agape. We are invested in a hospital chain in Ahmedabad. So we like agriculture, we like food, we like healthcare, we like services, consumption-related stories. We, as a matter of fact, I think I can safely say we are in a very advanced stage of discussion and getting very strategic relationship with a deep tech fund from the region, from India, Singapore kind of thing, where we would be looking to collaborate and do something deep tech in India and bring their skill set to the region also.
At the FI summit, there are global thinkers who are in a sense indicating which way the puck is moving. Like they say, focus on not where the puck has moved, but where the puck would move. What are your key takeaways in areas of climate change, AI, manufacturing? Where do you think things are moving now?
So currently, of course, as you correctly said, AI is a very important, let's say, element for growth. AI will basically take us 50x faster than any time other. Today, people are using ChatGPT in their emails. It makes things much better. At the same time, AI, you can implement it even into your systems, which make things easier for your clients, for your customers, as well as you as a firm to look at the numbers and the dashboards, etc. So it's a very important technology that enables you to go to another level, which we all saw in the last, let's say, 30, 40 years, how things went from one level to level because of technology, because it's the backbone of any economy.
Similarly, on climate tech, according to us, we feel it is one of the pillars which would be deciding a lot of money. Renewable energy, whether you call it green hydrogen, you talk it solar, India is doing amazing. There is a lot of collaboration going between GCC region and India. So a lot of money would go there. But I think a point which most of the business people have to remember is the viability. We have to have certain easy milestones, accomplishment, and then long-term goals. From investor community, at least, the segment which we represent or we think we represent, they would like to see short to medium term viability of businesses and not just so-called burning of cash.
What are your thoughts on Indian markets in terms of the underlying valuations? Because valuations have shot up. The whole concern is that India is great, but you're buying gold at the price of diamond.
Yeah.
I love that line because that just is great for us. But is that true about Indian valuations? Anybody can answer
this? See, yes, market, and I think having been in this business for 25 years, investing in India, and I would like to tell you something, as a firm, a previous version of GII, we brought Egyptian investors into India in 2003, 2004, when Indians were not investing in Indian equity.
Yes.
So people love to invest, but they should be clear what they're investing. People know India is an expensive market, but when you rationalize the growth it offers, then the story is complete. And again, we have to look into it whether we are talking of short term, medium term, and long term. I would not disagree that yes, India looks expensive, but not necessarily it is expensive. So you have to do your work, and you have to. And again, you take any market, and there are multiple stories where people go blindly without doing the right groundwork, and then they would like to paint everything with the same brush. It doesn't work that way.
I must share with our viewers that we are just loving the vibe here, the entire thought leadership here, and what we're learning in terms of what future leaders are thinking. But Times Network is India's only network who's here. So I must share some stories with our viewers here. So you have ET now on your notification. Every time you break a story, you get it on your phone.
Yes. My only issue that it is in the Indian currency, and then when I convert it, I see the loss. Then I get upset. No, I'm just joking. It's really amazing application. And the good thing, because of the time zone, and I wake up too early, so I get, already updated. So when I go to the office, I always shock my colleagues that I know I have some information about it. So I'm so happy, glad about it.
What is one thing you love about ET now?
ET, I think the coverage. Very good coverage. And I must congratulate you guys. Please keep the good work.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us. And certainly hope to see you both. And we would love to host you in our studio when you are coming to Mumbai next.
Certainly. All the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.